Hello Udemy, I am Shakzee from Shakzee.com and welcome in lecture number 13. Today we are going to discuss about the condition, or we are going to discuss about the switch statement. Okay, so what is the switch statement? So switch statement is similar things with your if statement. For suppose how switch statement works. The switch statement basically is used to perform different action based on the different conditions. So how the syntax is, you have to use the switch statement first of all, and now you are curly braces, your braces, and you can check the case for suppose X, and now you can execute your block of code here, and then you have to use your break statement. So what is the break statement? Don't worry, we will discuss about. You can also check the second time and you can use the break statement here, but you can execute your code here. Okay, now at the end you have your default statement, and now you can execute your code or block of code here. Okay, so in this way you can check your conditions. So for suppose you have a 10, if you are using the var, that means you are creating the variables X. If you are not using the var, JavaScript is the loosely coupled language, because this is a scripting language. Okay, so that's why it's automatically detect that you are creating the X variables. Okay, so now var X, I'm using the switch statement now, switch, and I'm saying X, I'm passing this X variable here, and now this is the block of code. And now I have to check the conditions, like case, I'm saying 1, I'm saying this is the one value, for suppose alert 1, and now I have to use the break statement, break, it will break the code, or it will prevent the execution of the switch statement. If I'm saying case, and now I'm saying 2, and I'm saying that alert 2, and now I'm saying break. If I'm saying case 1, not 1, it's a 2. If I'm saying case 3, or I'm saying the case equals to 10, now I'm saying that alert, this is 10, this is 10 value. Okay, I have to use the break statement here, and now I have a default value. Don't worry, I'm going to explain what's going on. So this is the break statement. I'm saying this is the default value, and also this is the break. Go to your page, refresh the page. So now as you can see, it's saying this is the 10 value, because you have a 10 value inside your X variable. For suppose if you have a 1 value, that means it's automatically execute this block of code. Block of code means you have a single statement here. If you have a multiple statement, so definitely it will execute the multiple statements here. So now go to your page, refresh the page. As you can see, it's saying 1, because you are adding the 1. And if I'm saying that document dot get element by ID, document dot get element by ID, which ID? I'm saying my ID, my I capital ID, and I'm saying inner dot text, and here I'm saying I'm assigning, or I'm adding the text, I'm saying 1 value here. Okay, so now copy this bad boy, paste this bad boy here, I'm saying second value here. Or if you are checking the 10, that means I'm saying the 10 value here. 10 value here, and this is the block statement. And I'm saying, so you don't need to use the break statement here. I'm saying default value here. Default. Go to your page, refresh the page. Now as you can see the one value here, because it's checking the cases. For suppose if I'm saying the third case, so you have 1, 2, 3 cases, but you have assigned the one value here. So what happens? Go to your page, refresh the page. It's saying 1. If you have 100 value here, now you are checking the 1, 2, 3. But what happens? Refresh the page, and now as you can see it's saying default value, because it's checking this first of all, then it's checking this, and now after all it's executing this value. So the difference between if and else condition and switch condition is this, because as you know, if you have single if statement and you have another if statement, else if, and then you have else statement, that means you are checking first of all this value, then you are checking this value, then you are checking this value. Switch statements is different because it's jump you, because it's checking here. If you have a one value, it will execute this case, it will execute this case. For suppose if you have 10 value, it will execute your 10th case. If you don't have a value, so it will automatically execute this default value. So it's not execute first case, second case, third case. So that's why it's different from the if statements. So in this way you can check the conditions, or you can check the statements in your switch statement using the switch statement. So I think this is enough for today. In the next lecture we are going to cover some other topics like loops. Thank you for watching.